So, I'm not really sure why I didn't think to do it this way before, but I've been trying to kind of find a way to get this message out there. So, I have been unable to access my Buy Me a Coffee page for a long time now. Like a long time. Like, since February. And if you guys remember, that was when I also had my surgery, and the recovery for that ended up being just hellacious, which I was not really expecting. And so my YouTube account was suspended for promoting the Buy Me a Coffee stuff. So I wasn't able to make a post on there lest I risk another suspension, and I wasn't able to access the Buy Me a Coffee, and then I wasn't even able to access my Stripe account, and Stripe is the financial part of the Buy Me a Coffee. So I was unable to cancel memberships, because that was my main thing, is that, I didn't want to be accepting money for memberships when the content was not being created. That's not something that I'm okay with. That's not something I've ever been okay with, and that's not something that I think I ever would be okay with. Okay, sorry guys, I had to stop for gas, but I forgot where I was here, but basically, yeah, so, that's keeping active memberships going for a service that I am not providing is not something that I'm comfortable with personally. The only thing that has kind of helped with the guilt of the situation, because I've not forgotten, this is not something that I go very long without thinking about. The main, or really only thing that has helped make me feel better about this whole situation is that, those who do have active membership still, there has not been activity on that page since January or February. Nobody has really said anything. I haven't gotten any messages, I haven't gotten any comments that I've been able to see about it. And then of course, I was able to put two and two together income wise and see that a lot of the memberships were being canceled, which is good. That's what I wanted, because I didn't want people to keep paying for it. But the people who do still have active memberships are not locked in. There is no contract. They are 100% able to cancel those if they want to. And so I'm assuming that they're either paying for something that they haven't used and have forgotten about. I don't even know how that would happen, but I think we've all forgotten about subscriptions before, or possibly they're just being really nice, in which case I greatly appreciate it. There have been times that I have kind of had to use that income to keep afloat. So yes, basically it's looking like the BMAC platform is a dud at this point. I'm just going to have to cut my losses. I've tried getting them on the phone, but even if I do get them on the phone, what the fuck am I gonna say? Hey, I need y'all to let me back into my account so that I can continue making porn on your platform. No. But the good news is that I will hopefully be able to kind of relaunch that sort of thing in the future. It's not something that I've given up on. It would look a little bit different. This is not good news, but my wife and I are going to be separating, at least temporarily, if not, not temporarily. And so soon I will be moving and I will be living alone. And so that will help with making the content. I will also be living not in an apartment, so that will definitely help with making content. I'm not going to have to worry about noise or anything, because that was a concern of mine, was just not being able to make content when and how I wanted, because people would hear. So, all in all, that is the BMAC story. So we've had a lot of things happen with surgeries and health issues and changing jobs and just one thing after another, and I've been meaning to make this update somehow, but like I said, I got my account on here suspended for promoting that, so I think this is my best option for right now, just because I don't like the fact that this is continuing to go on without at least me addressing it and offering, of course, my most sincere apologies to anybody who feels that they have been slighted by the situation. I completely understand. I don't blame you. I would feel that way too. I mean, there have been other creators, Patreons, who have had to cancel because they just went dead. And like I said, that's something that made me feel better, was that like when I've come across people who have made content and then the channel goes dead, I cancel my subscription willingly. So I just kind of wanted to address it. And then of course it turns into one of those things where like the thing makes me nervous and it makes me uncomfortable and I don't like it, and so the longer it goes on, the more uncomfortable it gets. And so finally I was like, okay, that's enough. You're gonna have to figure out how to get the word out there. And then of course I thought of just making a fucking talking video. I don't know, whatever. It's been a long few months. So yeah, so if I am able to restart it, I will, I mean, that will be months out, maybe the new year. But I will have to switch platforms and just see. But to those of you who have, if there's anybody out there who knows that the page is dead, and has willingly kept up that membership, thank you so much. You are an angel. And yeah, I mean, there are not words. And to those people, if you could please make yourself known, just so that, when or if I'm able to start things up again, or even honestly, if I'm not able to start it up again, I can do something for you, as a show of immense gratitude. So yeah, thank you for your patience with me. And again, I am very sorry if anybody has been inconvenienced or slighted in any way. That is never ever my intent. And I am still actively working on fixing this. So yeah, I hope you guys are well. I love you guys, and bye.